Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. As you already know, that 2016-20 batch, Nikhil has achieved a job opportunity in BNY Mellon, that is Bank of New York, with a package of 15 lakhs. How he has started his intern life in BNY Mellon, how he is applied, and his journey throughout the college. Everything will be shared by Nikhil Kumar. Okay, he is final year A section. 2060-20 batch CSC. Nikhil, it's over to you. You can share your details.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, faculty, everybody. Uh, so, I'm Nikhil. I joined this college in 2016. So, since then, so now I'm sharing my journey since then. So, when I joined this college, I was a little, I was thinking it's a tier three college. I was thinking, would I get good opportunities after this college or not? So after that, I accepted the fact that I've joined this college, and then whatever I have to make it from here. Initially, I had no idea about this programming and coding at all. But in the first year, we had this subject called C. Since then, I started learning this programming in the college. So I found it very interesting at that time. So I liked the way we program in the computers and get the output that we need from it. So I got so curious about it, and then I took a few courses online and offline as well, where I learned C, Java, and data structures, etc. And then after that, I used to mostly practice in the online platforms like HackerRank and HackerEarth, where I used to code for the required test cases, which is the tough part. So even if you write a very good code, it is very difficult to satisfy all the test cases. So we have to write it in the perfect complexity. So this is mostly in the second year and third year. So after that, I've seen so many job postings in uh, Hacker platform and HackerRank platform. Since then, I used to apply for most of the companies which post their offers there. So that part, I've noticed a company called Bank of New York has posted an internship opportunity. So I thought, okay, let me try. I applied for that, and so I've seen the format of the challenge. So as most of the challenges, it is also a coding challenge which had three questions. Each of the in each question we have to write a code which has to satisfy some test cases, and based on that you'll be given some marks. And so I've given the test. Uh, After a few days, I got a mail from them. They were telling that I've qualified that test. I've reached the mark that they have kept for that. So they told that after that there would be a online interview wherein I have to take a video interview with their employee, and they would be asking me questions. And there is a platform called CodePair and HackerRank, wherein they post the questions simultaneously, where you can see the questions, and you have to write the code accordingly. And it was also a telephonic interview. So he asked me questions while I wrote the code. So it was a 1 hour pattern. Uh, Successfully I cleared that also. And after that, they said there would be a face-to-face interview. But had it out that that company is not in our city, Hyderabad. It was either in Chennai or in Pune. So they asked me to come there. Initially, I thought of refusing that because going all over there and getting rejected there would be very embarrassing. But then they offered me the travel and accommodation. So I went there. I gave my interview there. It was the interview procedure was very good. The first time when I saw that company was very huge, and for a second I thought, will I really make it here in such a huge company? I had some second opinions, but still I thought, okay, let me give the interview and see what will happen. So I went there. Fortunately I gave all the answers to what they asked. So the interview mostly went good. So after that interview, after a week, I got a mail saying that I've cleared that interview and they'll be taking me as an intern there. So I felt very happy then, and they said they'd provide me a good stipend also. I was very happy at that time. And after that, after getting that email, I thought, okay, everything is done now. I just have to go to office and everything will be very easy after then. But after joining the company, everything was again different. Again, I have to, it was not as I expected. It's not that easy. Even after clearing all these things and joining the company, I thought everything would be over by then. But it was not. It was a different case. Even after going there, I had to work because that's what they'll expect from me. So initially, they didn't give me any training. They directly pushed me into a team. So when I got into the team, I asked my teammates and manager what kind of things this team usually works on. What's the project and what kind of technologies this team is working on. So, and what they're expecting me to do in that 6-month internship. So then they said that this team mostly works on full stack development. So they asked me, I asked them what they are expecting from me. So they also told that we are expecting you to be a full stack developer, which means I have to be handling both the front end, back end, and the databases. Initially, I had no knowledge about project development. All I knew before that was to write a simple code, which would give the necessary output. But I really didn't write any code in a project level. So then for the first 2-3 weeks, I took few courses online. Our company provided a Pluralsight platform for us, which is where I can learn all the technologies. So I learned Angular to develop the front end and Spring to develop the backend code. And I used to work on Oracle databases. So the first month it was like that, and after that, so for the first month it was like that. But when I got this internship offer, they didn't mention me anything about the full-time position there. They told that they would give me a full-time position only if I do a good job in the 6 months intern. So then I also thought about it. Even if I leave that, I didn't have any other that good offers if I didn't get there. So I had to work for those 6 months in order to get the full-time opportunity there. So at the end of 6 months, they asked me, there was a high-level interview for me, wherein the top level management people, the panel was asking me for a presentation for what I did in the last 6 months. So I showed them what my application was and how it was useful to the company, and they asked a few questions, and then they were happy with my work. So I got this offer in the company. So this was mostly the journey of my internship and the job experience in Bank of New York Mellon. So mostly, in order to give some suggestions or to give any advice to the my juniors and all, what I suggest is if you're a beginner, you just start learning from the basics. Just start learning from the C language. It's a very good thing to start from, wherein you can write all the logics on your own. You'll have very few libraries to depend on, so you can actually learn the logic there. So after that, if you once you're good with C, maybe you can go to a object-oriented language. For that, Java would be the best because you'll learn all the object-oriented concepts in that language perfectly. So once you're very good with these two languages, it would be very easy to learn data structures and algorithms, which is the most important thing to get a job. So if you are very good with data structures and algorithms, it is very easy for you to get a job, even in the college or outside of the college. Doesn't matter.
Increase your voice. Increase your voice. Yeah, little bit louder.
Is it good now?
Louder. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So mostly, yeah, most of the companies are expecting from the freshers on these concepts only, data structures and algorithms. So I suggest you start with these concepts, which will be very helpful in order to to practice or to learn. You have so many online platforms like HackerRank is a very good platform to practice the test case based coding, and Geeks for Wikis is a very good site where you can refer to so many concepts. Mostly any programming concept, it will be available there, and you can see so many examples. How do you apply if you learn a new concept like stack? If you want to learn what is stack, you can just learn from Geeks for Geeks, and you can see how it is applied. Actually, you can see so many examples over there over a stack. So not just stack or any programming concept. So yeah, it's good to take so many online courses or offline, wherever it is, but yeah, but this is pretty much from my side. Anybody wants to ask any queries?
There is a question: do you have any idea on Codeforces?
Yes, I have an idea on Codeforces.
Is
I'm
it
not a
good for
member in that.
CP?
Sir?
Is it good for C programming?
Yeah, it is a very. It is also like a competitive platform, sir. Codeforces is a competitive platform where you can compete with all the coders across the nation, where they give you some ranking and rating. And I think it is also very helpful for you to build a portfolio to showcase our skill.
Yeah, it is a competitive programming. It is competitive programming related, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that your percentage and students' percentage and cracking high level packages, does it have any impact?
So, as you know, my GPA is very bad. I had so many backlogs in the past, and right now also I have a very poor GPA. But right now that's not the companies are not expecting that. They're not expecting a student with a very high GPA. They just need somebody who could fit in their company and write efficient code. That's it. So they don't really care about what their GPA is.
And how many of you have applied for BNY Mellon at your time? It is an internship opportunity, right? Initially.
Yeah, it was an initial internship opportunity only initially. So I came across this link in the WhatsApp group for college itself. I don't know. I really don't know how many of our students applied for that. But I met one girl from CMR main campus, first campus, in the interview spot.
Mm.
But I think she didn't make it. She was rejected in the interview. But yeah, very few people from our college applied for it. But nationwide, so many people have applied for that exam.
Okay. And one more, there is one question like, if I don't know whether you have idea or not, is a plural site good for learning basics of Python and machine learning?
Yes, sir. It is very good website and very good platform to learn. But it's a paid website. So I think there are even other websites which could also deliver nice content which are free.
Mm.
So if somebody could really afford that course, it's good. But we don't have to pay that much amount to learn that. We can
Yeah,
get
yeah,
from other places also. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So there is always discussion among us. Sometimes like. Whenever we keep any messages to students, like whenever you're in third year or final year, I think you have grabbed opportunity in 3 to, I think so, 3 to ending or 4-1 starting.
Yes, sir. Yeah. In that
Yeah,
time only.
yeah, at that time only I think Madhav sir has kept this message in the group like BNY Melon
Yes.
internship opportunity. I think one day before only sir kept, that is the last day, I think same June only. Do you remember?
Yes. Yes. At this time
June
only, sir.
29th or 30 is the last date actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
One day before he has kept. uh, and generally students will have a discussion like they would like to join or apply for internship opportunity only like TCS, Infosys, or these name companies only. Okay, if you say that any unknown name companies, they will not be ready to apply. అంటే కంపెనీ మనకి మనకి తెలవకుండా తెలవని కంపెనీలు కూడా చాలా ఉన్నాయి. If any
Yes.
first years is here and second third years are here are there, listen guys, కంపెనీస్ అంటే టీసీఎస్, ఇన్ఫోసిస్, విప్రో, టెక్ మహీంద్రా, మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ ఇయే కాదు, వీటిని మించిన కంపెనీస్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. సో many of them did not apply. Why did you apply BNY Mellon? My question.
Sir, actually, I had this habit from before. I usually don't care about the name of the company. If the package is really good, I used to apply for all the companies which are posted in Hacker from before also.
Okay.
So when I applied for BNY Mellon, I really didn't know what the company was. I just applied. I thought, okay, why don't I give a try? Maybe it will come, maybe it won't. Maybe I'll clear it, or maybe I won't. But nothing's wrong in giving a try. But and moreover, it is really good to solve questions of these companies rather than just practicing in the platform. When we apply for certain companies, the questions are really interesting and they frame the questions very good. I thought, okay, let me see how the questions are in this contest. So later, after clearing that, I searched about this company, and then I came to know that okay, this is Bank of New York. It's a 235-year-old bank, and it's actually the founder of this bank is is a cabinet member of the very first U.S. government. So even I didn't know that it was such a big company. Actually, it's a bank, but so the Bank of New York Mellon is a bank which is based out of New York. It's most of its business is in the US only, and its business is it's a investment company, and we are the technical department of that bank. So we don't usually work for any other clients. We just work for the bank and the applications that are required to run that bank. So at the time of applying, even I didn't know about all this stuff and what is BNY, but it's just a good thing to apply for all the companies and just giving a try. Maybe later we can find what it actually is.
Okay. So you have one more question. What type of questions you came across during the interview process? What was the major focus on? I'm not
So
asking exactly question and
yeah,
answers and kadu. On what topics they have concentrated mainly.
so in the first round, as I told, I had 3 programming questions, wherein it was a medium level contest only. It was not very difficult in the first round. So they asked me about a few concepts in data structures. They didn't go much into algorithms and all. It is, we can easily crack the first level when we know of data structures and how we could apply them uh, for the questions. So after that, in the second round, it was a telephonic interview. So he asked me about almost all the concepts. Like he began with programming. He asked me a few programming related questions. Then he asked me about OS and computer networks and few questions in flat. Yeah, these kind of questions he asked. But in the programming part, he asked very deep questions, but the other oh, in the other subjects, he didn't go that deep. He asked some basics only. So the final interview also, it was completely technical. There was no HR round. So yeah, in the third round also, he asked me only the technical questions based on the data structures and algorithms, and he asked me few. He gave me a few questions and asked me to write code. So it's mostly about programming
Okay.
in throughout the process.
Right. So till now you have done your till third year ending. You have done your student life in the college. This is
Yes.
a question from your friends. I mean juniors or whatever it may be. Okay. You are having a college life till 3 2.
Yes.
But suddenly you have shifted to I think Mumbai or Pune.
Chennai, Chennai, sir.
Chennai. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Internship is in Chennai, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Suddenly you have shifted to Chennai.
Yeah.
So how you felt the difference between student life to corporate life?
It's a lot different, sir. The student life and the corporate life, it's very different because you know the in college I used to come to college at 9 o'clock and I used to leave the college by 4 o'clock. But if you go to office, it's not that way. I had to stay. If the work is more, I had to stay for a longer time. One advantage that I got is I didn't have any fixed timings or I didn't have any clocking hours. I could, I had this opportunity to work from home anytime. So every day I used to work few hours from home and then go to office and work few hours there. If I had any meetings, I used to go and attend. Uh, it's a very flexible schedule there. But yeah, sometimes there is a when there are deadlines and when we have to uh, upload some code, then it'll be a little pressure on us. But I think it's not very difficult for anybody to handle that. Anybody can easily handle that corporate life.
Mhm. Okay. And one more question. How is your work life? That is, from when companies, there are so many other companies out there. Okay. Are you able to use your creative side in that company? Means will they accept your suggestions or whatever the ideas or upgradations, modifications? Is it that flexible, or you have
Yeah.
to do whatever they say only?
Yes, sir, absolutely. They used to accept my ideas, and whatever I want to implement, I was welcome to implement my ideas. And if I want to make any changes in the project, they would consider that. But it's not like I'll just go and tell this and they'll change it. No, they'll need some good way of presenting, because they should understand how I am right and how my way is better than how they used to do. So if I convince them that the what I'm telling is better than what they're doing, then they'll absolutely change you know, they'll absolutely take my ideas and consider them. So it's not like they'll give you something and they'll give you some procedure and you have to follow that. It's nothing like that. They'll just give me some work and I can do it in whatever the manner I want, unless it is good. If there are some cases where my code is not that good, so they would review that and they would give me some feedback and tell me, and they used to tell me this is not the efficient way to approach this problem. There is some other method in which we can address this problem. So it was good. uh,
Okay. One nice question came. Please try to answer frankly. Okay. Are you happy with the offer you achieved, or you want to crack higher ones?
uh, right now I'm happy, sir, for what I got, but uh, everybody will have hope for a higher. Everybody wants to earn more and more money.
Hmm.
So if I get a really good offer better than this, I'll definitely go to that company. It's not like yeah, I'll always keep trying for better.
Very good. One more question. As I am student of second year, can you suggest me where can I find opportunities around?
Opportunities like internships and jobs, right?
Hmm.
So Hacker Earth is very good place where you can find a lot of opportunities. So many companies post their job openings and internship openings there. Maybe due to this COVID situation right now, there are uh, not so many companies posting their opportunities, but usually we'll have so many openings there. And LinkedIn is also a very good place where we can interact with the employees of companies, and then we can know if we can see any HRS posting for any openings in their company, we can apply there. So LinkedIn is also a very good place.
And Nikhil, I also suggest one thing for all the first, second, third years. Already final years might be having that LinkedIn account.
Yeah.
Yeah, first, second, third years. If you have not done, please prepare your LinkedIn profile. Okay, and follow many of the companies. Even alumni students, many of them also follow the many companies, because if any job opportunity is there, it will be coming onto your wall. If you visit daily, it will be coming onto your wall. So LinkedIn profile will be like FB. You'll be having professional profile like LinkedIn. So I suggest you everybody, please take 1 hour of time, sit clearly and upload all your achievements, so that it would be added advantage apart from hacker rank. Hacker rank, you do it, and at the same time, this one also you do it. Next question you got is, how and where did you learn programming?
Uh, Initially, the first thing that I learned was in college. So in my second semester, I had this C programming class. So after that, I thought I should learn a little more. So I took a few online courses, and I went to a small institute and I learned this Java and data structures. mostly, you know, in online websites like Geek for Geeks and Stack Overflow. These are very good websites to refer if I have any questions.
Continue, continue.
That's it, sir. These are the places where I learn programming.
Yeah, Madhav sir, you have any questions?
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Nikhil. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Fine. Thank you. Fine. Fine. Yeah, Nikhil. The same question is simple question to all of my means student perspective. I'm asking you that. I think you got an opportunity for BNY in different ways. It's open competition, right? And
Yes,
then
yes.
just share your experience of how to crack your skills, how you attended the technical interviews, and what type of a program, because TCS Codevita is going on in a few days for your
Yeah.
juniors,
Okay.
right? What questions they are expecting means a student want to develop a program means logical type of programming skills. So what the student has to do his homework. That is
Okay,
my
sir.
question.
Yes. So first, to write a very good logic, anybody should know any one language to write the code. So first, everybody should be good with syntaxes. Then that's not a very big thing to learn. To learn a language, they can learn very easily. Uh, to write the logic, I think it comes only by practice. So they have to try so many so many programs. You know, at least every day they could spend some time in the online platforms. Like this hacker rank is a very good place where they can find some nice questions and try to, you know, crack that logic. So this will eventually help them to crack any kind of question and write a good logic to get the efficient output in given time complexity. So in order to crack the logic in these questions, it's practice is the only key. So practicing a number of questions will give them that perfection. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, sir? Madhav sir?
Nothing. Thank you. Thank you. It's fine. I want to tell you about Nikhil.
Hmm.
Just give me 1 minute of time how these journeys happen. That's a BNY is a Bank of New York is a open competition for a national level. Those who are asking the questions in chat box also I am replying them. A Bank of New York is generally is not a small company. It is big MNC company. Actually, they will gotten a link through Hacker Rank and Hacker Earth. I think so. They will like what Nikhil mentioned that if you are perform very good in Hacker Rank and Hacker Earth, the opportunities come to your inbox directly to attempt this test. That is the first point. Guys, one thing as our college and whatever it may be, the first time ever in CMR group not visited BNY previously. It's an open competition where the Nikhil taken that initiative and he attended the last 3 to 4 rounds. I think 2 to 3 coding test, online tests. After that, he got an opportunity get to attend an interview, and he got a call from the office. To and fro charges. I believe that is to and fro charges is that they paid by the company. They given by the flat to and fro charges, and they attend. He attended the interview at office, and after that within 10 days, I think I remember he got an internship with a stipend 60,000. This is the history in CMR group. No one has achieved 60,000 internship stipend. I'm talking. I'm not talking about package.
60,000, right, sir?
60.
Hmm.
60,000 as an entire CMR group. This is the first ever stipend taken. I'm not talking the salary. It is a stipend. Make a note. Stipend. 60,000 have been paid by the company, and he done with 3 to 4 or 5, 8 months, 6 months. and due to the lockdown also he had done the internship, and finally got a confirmation with us a 15 lakhs per annum. That is a proud to be announced that he is our student. The That's what, guys. As you are asking the questions, how the BNY will come to college means only Nikhil got the company to CMR. That's it. I don't have anything to say. Nikhil has got the opportunity and he proved himself. He got an opportunity and proved and got the company. And next time, if any referrals will be there, our alumni Nikhil will pay forward to your juniors. In that way, the network has been established to the college. As Naresh sir mentioned, that LinkedIn profile is a very good best opportunity to get into the opportunities, right? So, guys, my dear students, take these footsteps of your seniors and take into a good initiative on this and prove yourself and get into another company, not in BNY. Lot of opportunities there in the market. Now see that Amazon, wow, it's only for girls. We don't, that is open competition. Once you crack that company, that Amazon wow is in our CMR box, and our alumni went to the Amazon with a good SDA. I'm talking about software development engineer with a package of 22 lakhs per annum. In that way, the steps has been established by the students only. The students are the assets to the CMR. The students are the assets to the CMR. Alumni are pillars to the CMR, right? In this way, you can build up your network and success into the market. Thank you for giving this opportunity, Naresh sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Nikhil, some people are congratulating. Okay. Next, what's your primary language for coding? What language you select for coding if you have multiple options?
I prefer Java, sir. I'm good in Java.
Hmm.
So mostly I used to write my code in Java.
Okay.
Initially I used to write in C, but then I switched to Java.
If you want to go for any internship, how much knowledge or any sufficient knowledge should be there? One student is asking, do you need to have any sufficient knowledge to go for internship?
I didn't get the question correct, sir. I mean, to
Means if
attend the
you want to apply for an internship,
Okay.
do you need to have some knowledge, any sufficient knowledge, basic ఇది ఉండాలి మినిమం అలాంటివి ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా నీ దగ్గర? అంటే నీ
Yes.
ఐడియా ఏంటి?
Yes. A student should, in order to apply for an internship or a job, for software developer role, so he should have a minimum knowledge uh, on any good object-oriented programming language. So because most of the projects these days will be developed in either Java or Python or any JavaScript, TypeScript. So these all are very will be very easy to learn if the student is good in any one object-oriented language like Java. So in order to apply for a job or internship, he must have good knowledge on any programming knowledge and how to apply data structures or algorithms in it. That should be enough.
Okay. Are you in Suntech?
Yeah, initially for 6 months I've been in Suntech.
So was
One
Suntech was
semester.
helpful? Some question. Did you get any help
Yes,
in training?
yes. In Suntech, my aptitude skills were improved in Suntech. In the aptitude training in Suntech was good, and the programming was also, I wouldn't say it's great, but it's okay, sir. You can learn something from there.
Okay. Any other one more questions? How did you manage your mini and major projects while you're in the company? Students are asking.
Fortunately, I had a good team. So Vamshi, one of my classmates is my friend. So he was my teammate, and that girl, Madhavi. So we three were a team. When I was working there, we used to, schedule some WebEx meetings, and we used to work along. I used to, most of the work was done by them, and even I did a little part. We used GitHub very well to develop that project, because whenever my teammates used to write some code, they used to push in GitHub, and I used to just clone that code from GitHub, and I used to fill my module and then push it back into the GitHub. So this is how we managed to uh, manage this major project. Yeah.
Okay. Always in companies, you have attended in BNY and any other company. Did they ask you the question called as why should we hire you?
No, sir. In the companies which I attended, they didn't ask me this question, why should I hire you?
If they would have asked, what is your answer? Students are asking.
I would tell something to make them feel to hire me. So I would just tell them which parts I'm good at, and so I would make them feel that I am the right person to fill in the position that they are looking for. So mostly I would apply only for software developer position. So I would tell them about my programming background and my skills, and I would convince them that okay, this guy is correct for this position. So I think that is how I would have handled that question.
Okay. Any other question, guys? What is your current project?
Right now, I'm actually not working right now. So my internship has ended a month ago, and I'll be joining as a full-time employee in the next month. So in my internship, I worked on a project where the team's name is called Client Profitability. So our bank will have n number of clients. So our team used to our team's job is to see the performance of all these clients, and make a report if this client is actually making profits for the company, or is it bringing losses for the company. So in my project, I mostly worked on the charts, like bar graphs and pie charts, and there are so many different types of charts that we worked on. So I used to write code to take the data from the database and build a chart which would be used by the CFOs to analyze the data and make the business strategies. It is a little complex to explain the entire project. So it is the briefing of that project.
Is there any impact on mini and major projects you completed in the interview? అంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అడిగారా లేదా క్వశ్చన్స్ అని అడుగుతున్నారు.
Yes, sir. Having a good project will always help students clear the interviews, because in most of the job interviews they'll ask about this mini and major project. So it is very helpful to make multiple projects, not just mini and major projects. Even if you're not just for the college purpose, if you're really interested, you can make any number of projects. So yeah, in my interviews also they asked me about my mini project and major project.
Okay. So let's have a last question. You have completed your 4 years.
Yes.
By seeing this education system, do you like to change anything? అంటే మోడిఫై చేయాల్సి ఇంకా వుడ్ యు లైక్ టు యాడ్ ఎనీథింగ్? నాట్ ఇన్ అవర్ కాలేజ్, ఎనీవేర్, టోటల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్. What is that thing lacking?
What is the thing lagging? Okay. I think there are so many things that need to be changed. But the thing that is lagging is even so many students are not having practical knowledge and exposure to what's really happening in their field. So it should be a little more, there should be a little more exposure on, I think the syllabus should change. The syllabus should be updated with the latest concepts rather than sticking to the old subjects. So in the computer science field right now there are so many things happening like machine learning, artificial intelligence. Even these subjects are there in our syllabus, but the things that we're learning are very old concepts. Now it has changed drastically. So I think it would be better if we update our syllabus and courses.
Yeah, very good point, Nikhil. That's why you're having artificial intelligence, such type of elective subjects.
Yes.
But now JNT has introduced new courses. Means CSC in artificial intelligence, CSC in machine learning, CSC in cyber security, CSC in data science. Means 4 years, your specialization will be in data science only.
Yeah.
So newly our college has started new branches, new sections for CSC.
Okay.
Apart from regular CSC, CSC in AI, CSC in AI and ML, CSC in cyber security, CSC in data science.
Okay.
So 4 years you will be learning on that particular latest technologies only. As you said that the latest technologies has to be concentrated. Means your basics will cover. Apart from that one, this one also will cover.
Yes.
Yeah. మీకు అప్పుడు ఎలెక్టివ్ ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ కదా.
No.
ఇప్పుడు అట్లా కాదు, 4 years you have to learn some particular technology.
I think that would be helpful because from the first year, if we're concentrating on something, by the final year, we'll have good knowledge on that particular subject.
The mini project, major project title చెప్పు, we will close the session. We have another session. అంటే on what topic? Exact title అని కాదు, on what topic you have done?
So my major project is on data visualization, sir. So it is very similar to what I worked in the company. That's why I chose it because I'm good at that. So the basic idea of that project is you can just take some data and represent it in visual format and more understandable format. So we made a mobile application for that using Flutter. It's also a very latest framework. So the advantage of this Flutter is it is cross-platform. It is not only for Android or only for iOS. So writing code once is enough to launch it in both Android and iOS. So this was our major project. And as a minor mini project, we did a Java application and IoT project, sir. A small IoT project, obstacle detection car.
Okay, right. Okay. ఇంకా 1 or 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏదైనా స్కిప్ చేసి ఉండొచ్చు. ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ మైండ్. ఇఫ్ యు నో Nikhil, you can message Nikhil. He will answer you.
Yes, definitely.
Because of time. Don't feel Harshit Reddy, I have skipped your question. So, or 1 or 2 others. So, due to the lag of time, that's it only. We are having another session coming up. So, thank you, Nikhil, for continuous questions and continuous answers and your message to your juniors. Thank you for initially accepting, and so many students are keeping congratulations. So I would hope that you will get highest packages. Also, if you try, you will definitely get it. And thank you, faculty and my dear students, for joining the session. Anything else you would like to wind up, Nikhil?
Nothing, sir. I think I've told enough. So just thanks for giving me this opportunity to interact with you all.
Okay, okay. Okay, Nikhil. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.